G'day everyone, it's Tom Mack here and welcome back to another video. It's Saturday night. I've just finished rigging up the rods and we're going for a fish tomorrow morning. We're going to go and take the boat out for its first spin in the salt and going to go chase bream for the first time in about 12-18 months. Life's been a little bit crazy through lockdowns, a 7-month-old bub, doing a heap of work on the boat and everything in between, chasing cod pretty predominantly as well for the past 12-18 months as well. So I haven't really spent any time at all on the saltwater chasing bream, so really looking forward to getting back into it tomorrow. It's been a long time coming, going to be a little bit rusty, but that's no issue at all. I'm just really looking forward to getting back out on the water. So tomorrow morning I'm catching up with a good mate of mine, Darcy. We're going to take the boat down to Williamstown. We're going to launch at the Warmies. We both haven't been there before, so just looking at doing a bit of exploring. We're going to drop the boat in there, hopefully run up a couple of the rivers, going to check out some of the lower stretches of the Yarra and the Maribyrnong. We do have a lot of zones that we fish really regularly and have great success, but the plan for tomorrow is just go searching, check out some different stuff. So not expecting to find the biggest fish or anything like that, just go and check out some zones, do a bit of scanning of some different things as well, and just sort of see what it all looks like down that end of the woods. So for tomorrow morning, the high tide's meant to be at about 4 o'clock. So by the time we get on the water at about 6:37, it's going to be run out for the majority of the morning. So my plan is to fish some rock walls, points, some structure, and maybe find some flats as well. And just search, try and cover a bit of water pretty quick. I'm going to start off throwing some baits that we can power fish and cover some ground. Then hopefully we can find a few and sort of slow down, get a bit of a rhythm. Towards the end of the day, I want to transition over and fish the Williamstown boats. Don't know if there's fish on them or not, doesn't really matter. Just want to go and fish those. Can be a little bit tricky out of the kayak, so looking forward to taking the boat out. It's just been able to fish the areas thoroughly and put in a couple of hours there. It doesn't matter if you don't catch any fish, just looking for just sort of want to build some confidence in some of those areas, casting, boat positioning and boat control and those sorts of things as well in that sort of tight cover. So looking forward to getting out and doing that. I'm going to catch up with my mate Darcy. He's an absolute giant. He's going to make me look tiny in some of the GoPro footage, I reckon, but that's not the end of the world. Really looking forward to just catching up and going for a good social fish, and hopefully we can catch a couple of fish. So tomorrow morning, that's the plan. We're just going to go fishing, see what we can find. The only thing that probably isn't going to be working in our favour, it's a big full moon tonight, which generally means when you get that, the fishing's tough the next day. Fish have the chance to push up overnight, get a pretty easy feed under the cover of darkness with some good light, but know that they're still pretty fine from predators, birds and all those sorts of things. So generally the next day after that, the fishing can be a little bit tough, but that's not the end of the world. It doesn't really matter. It's not what it's about tomorrow. We're not after the biggest fish, just sort of about exploring and hopefully putting the first bream in the boat because it hasn't even seen one yet, which is pretty sad for a bream fisherman. So I've just got the boat back from GFAB probably 2 weeks ago, and he's absolutely transformed this thing from what it was stock into pretty much a mini bass boat, and I'm absolutely in love with it. When I get a weekend free, I'll take you through everything, film it all, and show you what it all looks like. Hopefully I'll have some on the water footage to sort of cut into that as well, to sort of show you how it all handles and everything like that. But at the moment I'm absolutely blown away. So what I'm going to do, I'll just run you through a couple of the combos and stuff that I'm going to be throwing tomorrow, and yeah, next thing we'll see out on the water. Hopefully we can catch a few fish. Alright, so these are the rods I'll run you through. As you can sort of see as I pan across, I like to keep my reels consistent. So they're all the same reel. They're all a Daiwa Luvius 2500S, so they're the shallow spool models. Pretty much means I can pick up any rod and not have to really dial it in. It could just everything sort of feels natural and organic. The plan is to run 3000s on these two down the track when I get back into some more bream fishing on my heavier structure rods, so we'll talk about that now. So for tomorrow, first thing I've got rigged up, we've got the Cranky Crab on the Miller Rods Brawler. This is a custom brawler with 8-pound leader on the end, an absolute structure beast. Next one up is a production brawler, just as good as a rod, and it's got a Z-Man grub on the end with a nail bomb, awesome for fishing structure as well. They're both on heavy leaders, 7 and 8 pound I think from memory. The next one up is a Miller Rods Twitch Freak. I've got one of these out and another one in the rack that I'm going to rig up in a minute. That's got a little SX40 on the end. It's going to allow us to fish fast, but on a slightly lighter leader. cover a bit of water, pretty twitchy and erratic. Hopefully draw a few fish into eating that one. The next one up are the staples for me. Miller rods, Grub Freak, and Z-Man grubs on the end. The one on the left has a standard jig head, I think that's a 16th, and the one on the right has a hidden weight jig head inside it. Pretty much my two go-to setups on the Grub Freak, and they both got 5 pound leader on it. I'm expecting the water to be a little bit dirty after a bit of rain. So that's the combos for tomorrow. I'm just going to go get my last Twitch Freak out of the rack. I forgot to grab it before. And I'm going to rig that up. I'm going to rig this little fella up on the end. Jackal Chubby deep, and just plan to fish really quick with that. Cover some rock walls, and that's always an awesome bait for me. Caught plenty of good fish along the way. Alright, so while we're here, let's just have a quick look at the boat. Pram over to the side. Dad life. So what we've got is up the front, we've got the Helix 15, recessed foot pedal for the Minn Kota Ultrex on the side. This is the new casting deck. Originally, it went to here. Now, whoop, wrong way. It's massive, I can't even get it all in the camera. It's huge, absolutely doubled the size of the boat, and massive rod locker as well. Let's have a bit of a look on the inside. Check this out. Opened it up. She's huge. Just gonna hold heaps of rods in there, and I'll do a proper boat walkthrough soon. And Helix 10 on the console. All right, time for me to get all sorted for tomorrow. And next thing, I'll see you guys out on the water. Let's go. Even these ruffles here look good. Should be good. Hey, I'm winning at the moment. I'm bringing my boat, I gotta knock it up. Yeah. Woohoo! It's the first room in the boat. Little fucking rat. Nut perch. Perch, bro.
Top water perch. Nice. Go, bud. Oh, good one, brother. Fucking teamwork, eh? That was cool. Well done. Dinner, mate. One.